Hey everybody, it's Melanie in Lucky Pants, coming to you from the Outer Banks, North Carolina. And I wanted to get on here today and talk to y'all about healing and how healing doesn't happen overnight. Healing doesn't happen in a couple of days, weeks, months. It oftentimes happens in years. And why is that? Well, because we oftentimes treat our bodies like shit or treat other people's bodies like shit. And that might be just because you feel like you don't have the time. You might feel neglectful towards yourself because you don't have the self-love that you could possibly have if you chose to. There's his butt again. He likes doing that, doesn't he? So it might be because we neglect ourselves. It might be because we neglect others that we get into a state of a health crisis. And then we want to get out of our health crisis once we wake up to the health crisis. Because we can live in a health crisis and not know that we're in a health crisis. We can live in a health crisis and go on about our lives and be in pain every day, feel sick every day, have really crappy poop every day. Whether you're constipated, diarrhea, doesn't matter. You could be living a life of pain, discomfort, misery, fire. Like you could have burning nerve pain, the drilling. You could have all of these things, and you eventually can wake up to them and say, oh, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to feel good. I want to live my life. I want to be here. I want to be part of the cool dad's club or the cool mom's club or whatever club it is that you want to be a part of. And you wake up to the health crisis that you or your loved one may be in. And this message came to me today. I know that it's been a while since I've been on, and I'm sorry. It's been really, really busy, and I'm going from dusk until, dawn until dusk. There we go. But what sent me this message today was a couple years ago, we only had one vehicle. And I didn't come out here. I didn't spend time with him. I didn't clean him. I didn't pick his feet for him. I didn't do anything for him. And I just left him sit here. And last year, he ended up in a health crisis. And it made it so that I needed to come out here and I needed to see him every day. Before I just paid his rent and figured he was happy and he was good and he was living his best life, and I came out to see him when I could see him, but I wasn't taking care of him. And so when he got into this health crisis with respiratory issues, I started noticing other things that were wrong with him, and other things, I guess not wrong, but unwell with him. And so I started to heal those things. And one of those things is thrush. Okay, well, what is thrush? So thrush is a fungus infection. I know y'all like to see him, but he's moseying. He doesn't want to be seen today. So thrush is a fungal infection, and it causes blackness, breakdown, foul-smelling stuff in their feet, and once it becomes very bad, it takes a really long time to heal. Like if you catch it early on, you're fine, but if you try to start the healing process, it's honestly a nightmare. You've got this black discharge coming out of his feet and it sticks to everything, and so picking feet is so much harder, and then the smell, and then all of the things that go along with it. I started doing this process a year and a half ago, and it's finally getting to a point where he looks like he's getting a normal horse hoof back again. And I know that that's from my hard work and diligence. Even when he didn't want his feet picked, even when he didn't want to have that attention, I gave it to him anyways, and I put him through the healing process. His feet hurt at some points. They were itching and burning, like I could feel his energy and emotions attached to it. And as I was picking his feet today, there were pieces of hoof falling off. Old, dark, shadowy pieces of hoof falling off and chipping away. And underneath was this beautiful new growth, hard hoof. Like it's hoof that is strong and healthy. And it just reminded me that healing does happen in layers, and it may happen over a long period of time. But once you get there, the new growth, the new beginnings, all of the new things that come with that healing process are so worth it. So it doesn't just apply to Lucky's feet and doesn't apply to the thrush infection. It also applies to humans, and it applies to the chronic illnesses that we may have. It applies to all of the health and wellness issues that we're dealing with because of what we're putting into our bodies, because of how we're feeding our bodies, because of not going outside and getting in nature, because we're not getting sunshine. And the little sunshine we might be getting, we're slathering on sunscreen to quote unquote protect us from the sun. Guys, the badness doesn't come from the light. The badness comes from putting chemicals on your body and putting chemicals in your body. That's what's causing the unwellness. So we got to take in the good stuff that's around us, like the nature that might be left. There's not a whole lot anymore. It's disappearing faster than I can clap my hands. But we got to take in the nature. We got to take in the sunlight. Like this is a gift, man. Got to itch our noses. And we got to take our wellness and our health and our healing into our own hands and choose to do better for ourselves and for others. He's way down there now. Yay. We got to choose to do better. If you want to succeed and like move forward in this life, if you want to just like sit and be a lump on a log and die, well, that's your journey. That's your choice. And you're more than welcome to it. And I know several people in my life that have made that choice. And guess what? I love them anyways. And I'll love you anyways, no matter what you decide to choose for yourself. I hope that you choose health and wellness. I hope that you know that you can change and become somebody totally new and transform. It's just going to take a little while because of the abuse and trauma and the shit that you've done to yourself over the last however many years, decades, weeks, months, whatever it is. It takes time, and you will find your wellness and health if you choose to. Just allow the process. And if you start a new journey, allow the process of detox, because that shit sucks and that shit lasts a long time. And it's not always bad days, but there's definitely downward slopes and upward slopes on that journey. And so when bad shit starts coming up for you, if you started a process of cleaning, allow that process too. And don't go back to the old ways thinking that you're doing something wrong. Your body's just trying to clean itself. It's just trying to get the junk out. So allow it to do it. Stop eating, drink water only, and then like the detox will be over in a day or two and you'll feel better. I'm still healing in layers. It has been almost 7 years of healing, and I'm still healing, and I'm still shedding the things from decades ago. I'm coming up with crazy cravings of like barbecue ribs and McDonald's and what's the other one? Bagels and cream cheese was a couple of weeks ago. Coffee came out. Like I needed to have a coffee. I was desperate to have a coffee. Guys, I don't drink coffee. I haven't drank coffee since 2017. I may have 1 or 2 coffees a year, and by 1 or 2, it's like a quarter of a cup because I start to feel like shit. And I'm like, this is why I don't drink this anymore. Like I don't drink coffee, but I had a killer craving for coffee. I had a craving for alcohol. Guys, I don't drink alcohol. And this stuff is coming out of me. And it comes out and you feel it again. All of it in Pizza Hut. That was the other one. Guys, I ate Pizza Hut like crazy in college because they had Pizza Hut breadsticks and pizza in our college campus. And I stuffed my fat little face full of it. That came out where I was tasting breadsticks in my mouth. This shit's crazy. 7 years of eating a much healthier lifestyle. 7 years. And I'm still getting down to the base layers of crap and junk that I shoved into my face and onto my body over the 38 years that I've been in this existence. Well, I guess we should say 31, because that's when I really started to get my health and healing on track. Although back then I still ate Oreos that were vegan and Ben & Jerry's that was vegan. It wasn't good for me, but I ate it, and it was a better step in the right direction. And it led me to who I am today, where I make all my own vegan desserts. And now my daughter's baking vegan desserts. So change is possible, and your whole life transforms. Not just like you let go of the things that you think you're going to miss, and you let go of them with a little bit of resistance, but then in the end, the things that you get, the gifts that you get, it's way worth it. So worth it. So worth it. So with all of that said, I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to put this big old boy away. I'm going to go and give a lady some compost and bunny poops, and I'm going to go take our kids to the beach, and we're going to go surfing, because yeah, I'm 38 years old and I like to go surf with my kids and have a great time doing it. And guess what? I wouldn't have done this 7 years ago. You never know who you're going to be. You never know if you're going to become a cool mom. I'm a cool mom now. Who knew that was going to happen? So with all that said, I want to wish you all so much peace, so much half a heart love, and so much namaste. And we're going to say goodbye to Lucky Little Toy Horseman. Yeah, that's his name, right? All right, adios, guys.